Hello, my crafty friends. It's Sue again, and I am back with another video. And today we're going to be following up to the video that we had from a few days ago, if you've seen that one. And that has to do with some molds that I bought from Amazon again, because Amazon is just the place to get things. And I bought, if you remember, these little village houses that you can make and light up and do whatever with. I did already start pouring the base of this one mold from the other day. If you watched my ornament making video, this was the resin that I had left over. So we're going to be making this house. So before I get into it, I just want to say welcome. This is Galloping Kitty. My name is Sue. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you enjoy my video. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for stopping by and giving me some love with this video. And for all of you that are celebrating whatever type of holiday, wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, if it has started already, if it will start, or if you are just doing your own thing this holiday season, wherever you are and whoever you are. Just wonderful, happy time of year for you. So let's get into this mold that I have bought. So I brought these out this morning and I was looking at them a little bit more in depth, trying to figure out exactly how they worked and what I needed to do. And from looking at them and from buying them, you would think that you have everything that you need to make your house, which, to be fair, you do. I don't know if you can see the whole thing. Sorry about that. Let me zoom you out just a little bit. All right, yes, that's better. So you'd think you would have everything you need to make your house. And you do, like I said. Here's the other one. So they came in a set of 2. There's this one, has all the cute little star cutouts, little heart window. And then there's this cute window, or this cute one that's more Christmas, if you will, themed, with the snowflakes for winter, the little Christmas tree, so on and so forth. So these are intended to be cutouts, so you don't want to pour your resin over the top of these. They are intended to be holes in your medium that you use when you're making these molds. They are intended to be there, which is fine. So I thought, well, if they're giving me one sheet of these, then this should be everything I need to make one house. As I started studying it, I realized it's not. This is your base. And if you look on, well, I'll show you the other one here. This is your base. And right here you have a place for your candle or tea light or whatever it is you're going to put inside of it, which I have right there. And it will, I believe, sit like this. And then this piece is intended to be either one of your taller sides of your house. So this piece, excuse me, I think, let me look before I make a liar out of myself. Yes, this piece is designed to be your roof. Hope I'm still in shot. Yes. All right. Sorry. I can't move everything. This piece is designed to be your roof, and this piece is designed to be the other 2 walls. You're going to have to make 2 of each of these, with the exception of this piece, which is a huge bummer, because that means you're going to spend all this time pouring these and hoping for the best, only to pop them out and do it all over again. So I am a little bit disappointed about that. My thought is, instead of taking all the time to do that, I'm going to mix and match these a little bit. It's not what the intention is, but I'm looking to save time here. Christmas is a week away, and by the time this video goes up, it'll be very close to Christmas. I want to get these done today, and I want to be able to finish this video today to get it out to you tomorrow. today being the 19th of December. So I'm going to fill up my resin for both of these molds, which means what I'm going to do is create one of these and one of these for my two taller walls. I won't need to make another one of this. And then I'm going to create each of these for one side of the wall or the other, and one side of the roof for the other. So it's going to look a little mismatched together when I get done. But as far as I can tell, both of these sets of molds are made identical to one another, or at least they should be very close to it. Hoping that that means the sizes will all be the same. Now, if I were smart, I would measure all of these. I'm not going to. We're going to wing it, and we're going to hope for the best. But I want you to see what the end product is so that you can make a decision for yourself as to whether or not you would want to invest in something like this in the future. So let's get underway here. I'm going to take this away. I'm going to mix up my resin, and we'll be back when we're ready to start pouring. All right, we are back, and I made up a lot of resin, probably way more than I needed. I'm just not sure how much I'm going to need for these little houses. So I've got some recollections from Michael's. This is, if I could get it right side up, I can't read. Do not ingest harmful whatever. Here it is, ruby red glitter. So I put that in this 1 cup here. And then I'm going to put some of my rusty trusty Rolio burgundy pigment. It's mica powder, not pigment, in here as well. As I said, I'm trying to work quickly because I made up a lot of resin, and I don't want this to start flash curing in these cups. So I'm going to mix this up fast and pour as quickly as I can. I am using Let's Resin, epoxy resin, the 1-to-1 ratio. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way because I'm going to need this surface area. Right now I have a J-Diction leveling board down here, this dark blue. I have a heat mat, and I have my silicone mat, sorry, couldn't think of the word. So we're going to pour these, and hopefully I can fit both of them on here without any problem. So the first one I'm going to do is this taller wall over here. Get that resin poured in there. Then I'm going to pour this one over here. Let that sit there for a second. I know I'm going to have to clean this one up a little bit. It's too much resin there. I've got another cup here, and into that I'm going to put some of this Recollections lime green glitter in. I know you can't see what I'm doing. Just trust me on this. And then I'm going to put some peacock or parrot green, parakeet green in there as well. I don't usually work this fast, so my apologies, like I said. Anyway, let's get to mixing this. I'll put it right here so you guys can watch. I want both the color and the opaqueness from the mica powder while getting a little bit of shimmer and shine from the glitter, which is why I'm putting these two colors in here. This is not my idea of festive green. This is more like a Grinch green. But my mica powders did not come with a good green. I have this green, turquoise, and then like a seafoam. None of them really fit the bill. So I thought, well, in a pinch, I guess we'll just go with the peacock and see what happens. So for this color, oops, let me see if I can get that little bit of red out of there. I'm going to pour this in one wall over here. And one wall over here. Okay. So that's good for that one. Okay, so I've chosen Robin's Egg Blue. And I'll put that in for my mica. And then I've chosen Iridescent White from Michaels. Hopefully that'll have like a look of snow. I'll get this all mixed up. All right, this is all mixed. Now I'm going to pour this into my roof area. And I do have a little bit of, well, a lot of clear left, so I'm going to finish filling up my mold over here, which is why I saved some clear. Oops, poured that into the wrong spot. That's all right. Okay, I think we are good. So that's these molds done. I'm going to let them cure, turn on the heat, and then once they're ready to pop out and we can play around with them, we'll be back. So stay tuned. I'll see you in a little bit from you and a lot of bit for me. Everything is nice and cured. It looks and feels great. I didn't have too much over porridge anywhere and not too much under porridge. There's a little bit up here that I could have added, but it's not terrible, so I'm pretty happy with that. So let's start taking these pieces out and see what we have. So these are the roof pieces. This is why, I don't know if you can tell there, it's slanted. And I'm hoping some of the glitter settled on the other side. Oh, it did. I took a sneak peek. And these are still a little bit soft, so they're going to give a little bit, which is totally to be expected because it hasn't been very long since I poured them. It is actually the next morning that I'm taking these out. I was going to try to film the rest of this last night, and I just didn't have the opportunity. So let's get these all out of here. Okay, I do have a bubble there. Not terribly worried about it. So very cute. Nice and sparkly, just what I was hoping for. Actually, I think The sparkly side's going to be on the way down. Yeah, we're not going to see the sparkles, rats. All right, something to learn there. The sparkles won't show up that much unless you put a lot of them in there because of the fact that sparkles settle. I was hoping they'd be on the outside so we could see them on the outside of the roof. But the way that I think this is going to assemble doesn't appear to be the case. But we'll see. Maybe I'll be proven wrong because I don't really know how this goes together yet. So we're all going to find this out at the same time. I'm trying to take my time getting these out so that I don't harm the mold, but it's just giving me a little run for my money. All right, cute. There's the other side. I will put the link to these molds in my description as I always do, so if you want to know where to get them. If after Christmas you're still wishing to hold on to that Christmas spirit, you want to make some stuff for next year, then you know whether or not to use these. Yeah, look at that. Look how pretty. That turned out beautiful. Okay. So one set of molds down. And let's move on to the other one. These aren't going to be all that different, so I'll probably fast forward through these so you don't have to suffer watching me pull these all out. Okay, it's time to see how these all go together. And I'm going to be honest, I'm very intrigued. We'll see if it actually works. And the nice thing I wanted to say about this mold as well is this one here with the stars. I mean, it's a star and their heart. There's a heart. I mean, if you wanted to do just these molds and just this, you could do these for like, you could do this for like Easter if you wanted to, for Halloween. I mean, you have like options besides just Christmas is what I'm trying to get at. So first thing, I'm seeing they slot in very nicely. They are a little bit loose, but I don't really care about that. We're not going to be picking them up and moving them around and playing with them or anything. So far that works. I know these two here are my roof. And as I was taking everything out, I thought, oh, these are really kind of, did I make that one too wide? Feels like this one might be too thick. Oh, we have our first hang up here. This one's too thick. And this one's borderline too thick. That's definitely user error on my part. I must have poured that thick. Because it's definitely not fitting in there at all. There, I squished it in. I made it work. All right. See if we can put our ends back in here. Okay. Yeah, I had a feeling we wouldn't see the sparklies, but that's okay. It is what it is. Well, it's not terrible. I'm going to take you down so you can see it. So there it is. Oh, I see why it's not fitting. That little tab. And I know I don't have it upside down. I think it's just that this is so far away from everything because I had to squish it in. And obviously, if you wanted to glue it together, you could. So far, the only problem I'm really seeing is with the roof. But again, I think that was purely human error. All right, so that's what I have. It is coming apart a little bit. I think what I would do is just tape it down and around to hold it in place while the pieces are still setting, because they are still a little bit malleable, which I think is a good thing, because that way you can make sure that they all go together the way you want them to. I think if you're doing this with like Aquacast or something, you're going to run into some difficulty because those pieces are going to be very rigid, and if they don't go exactly where you want them to, you're going to have some difficulty with it. But all in all, I don't think it's a bad set. I think the pieces are really cute. I think this kind of looks like snow on the roof. I love that you have options, and that if you don't want to do the waiting game, like me, I was too impatient, you can just pour everything at once. So what are your thoughts? I think this turned out really cute. I'm very pleased with it. I'm glad I tried it with resin, because the video that I found for it online under the website in Amazon for this, not website, but the link for it on Amazon just showed them using some white casting powder, whatever kind it was. But I think this worked out really nice. I'm very pleased with it. I like the fact that you can take it apart and store it. It's solid. And I think once I put some tape around this, I'm going to use some blue painter's tape and just tape it all the way around so I can get this piece to stay down where it's supposed to be, and this one to stay down where it's supposed to be. That way when I go to put it together again next year, I don't have any problems with it. But yeah, there it is. It's a cute little house. I'm really happy with it. All right, what did you guys think? Let me know. Would you buy something like this? Obviously, you probably wouldn't make it in these colors, but they're very Christmassy to me. It is a mishmash of things, but I like it. All right, let me know what you think. I'm sorry for the shaky video. I'm holding it in my hands and obviously had too much coffee. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. I hope this gave you a little bit more Christmas spirit, gave you something to do maybe after Christmas. Maybe you got Christmas money, you want to go and buy a mold and make something for next year. Hopefully this gave you some inspiration. All right, like I said, I hope everyone has a happy holiday season, regardless of how you spend it or what you do. And I will catch you in the next video. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Bye.